This is a custom Magneto versus Wolverine statue that I got for exactly $0 and 0 pennies. I'm going to tell you how I got this for nothing and how you can potentially get stuff for nothing as well. Items such as this or other collectibles. And I'm going to go over this thing, give my overall impression of it, the good things and the bad things about it. I'm not really going to do a review on it, just kind of an overall recap, but stay tuned and we'll get into it. As far as how I was able to get this, there is another channel that I watched he does lots of giveaways on his channel. He's a lot bigger channel than mine. He does a lot of statue reviews, other things that he covers as well. But I was able to win this in a contest that he did. The only thing that this cost me was the shipping from his house to my house. And other than that, I have nothing into this thing. It's a one of 60 pieces that were made. And I believe this one was either 46 or 48. The number's on the bottom. I can't remember what it was when I took it out of the box. But I'm going to take the camera off the base, get some more close-up stuff of this, and tell you some of the things that are really cool about it and some of the things that didn't really go so well after I got it. Oh, little disclaimer, no fault of the person that sent this to me. It was boxed extremely well, but whoever the carrier was that sent it, I believe it was UPS, they were really rough with it. And I'll include a picture or two of some of the carnage that I found out of the box on this when I took it out. It was pretty bad. I was able to fix it. Overall, I call this a 5-foot statue now. From 5 feet away, it looks really good. As you get closer, it's got some issues and some problems because of the breakages that it had, but I'll go over all that stuff in more detail in just a second. I'll start with this at the top, mainly because all the issues with the statue are at the bottom. The top part with Magneto came out really well as far as how it arrived at my house. There was no breakages, chips, or issues with the Magneto at all. It came out really well, which to my surprise, the person I got this from said he was more worried about Magneto breaking than Wolverine, but all the carnage, in fact, came from Wolverine. Before I get down to Wolverine, I'll show you some of the switch outs that he does have. He's got these 2 other heads that you can put on, and these hands here. I kind of like the closed fist better than the other hand switch outs, so I'll probably keep it like that. All the twisted metal and stuff on the base is pretty neat. I kind of like how Magneto is just ripping everything apart and how he's pulling all the metal from outside of Wolverine. It's a really cool concept. Now, one of the breakages I was not able to find the piece for is right on this top here. You can see the piece of rebar right there that's sticking up, and there's another piece right to the left of it, that little white circle. That's a piece of rebar that broke off. I have no idea where the piece went to. I was not able to find it. And as far as the problems with Wolverine that I had, you can see where the inside of his knee, inside of his leg is chipped. His entire leg was broken off in the box. And I'll throw up a picture at the end of this so you can see that. And it wasn't just this leg, it was his other leg too. Both legs are broken off. So now I like to call him Lieutenant Dan because he arrived with no legs at all, so he's kind of my paraplegic statue now, even though he looks repaired. And other than his legs that broke off, every single one of his claws were broken. I had to repair all of these claws. These were all broken. And it probably looks okay on video, but off from video and up close, there's definitely some issues because it was really hard trying to glue these things on. They didn't go on very easy because they're so thin. There's not a lot for the adhesive glue to really grab onto. And the metal that's coming out of him, some of these were actually broken. A lot of these are pegged in, but like this one here on his arm, this one was broken, and I had to glue that one in. And some are pegged in, and some are part of the sculpt. And this is just more of the base on the back side. I'll get a quick measurement of how big this is real quick, and then I'll throw up that picture of what he looked like when he arrived to me out of the box. I took measurements on this, and he is about 25 inches tall and about 20 inches wide, which will be the same for the width and the depth because it's a circular base, so same dimensions all the way around. As far as how I won him, I'll have a link in the description for the channel that I watch where he does giveaways when he hits certain sub marks, 5,000, 10,000, so on and so forth. When he hits those marks, he does giveaways and you can enter to win stuff like this. As far as how I feel about this, I mean, it cost me 80 bucks to get it shipped to my house. It didn't cost me anything as far as buying this because I won it. Even though it doesn't really fit in my collection at all, because most of my collection is gaming related, except for a few pieces a little bit, but I'm not really into X-Men a whole lot. As far as that goes, like I wouldn't have bought this on my own, but if someone said, here, it's free, pay for shipping, you can have it, I would take it. Custom statues are really hard to get unless you're in those groups that can get these, and even then it's still hard to get them from what I can understand. So the fact that I have a 1 of 60 pieces available is pretty cool, so I'm not gonna knock it for that at all. I'm happy to have it. The only problem is just the space that I have available. I pretty much have that room planned out with the statues I have on order, so fitting him in is going to be a little bit tough, but I'll figure out a way to do it. I'll figure something out. So thank you for watching. This is nice to have this. I'll enjoy having it. I was going to sell it, but I don't want to have to box this thing up and ship it. It probably won't survive again. It'll probably get broken worse than when I got it. And once again, it wasn't the fault of the person I got it from. I think it took a really hard hit because Wolverine was in a different box than Magneto. Wolverine was broken to shit. Magneto was fine. So I think the box that Wolverine was in took a really hard hit. Either something landed on it or it was thrown into something. I don't know what happened, but he was pretty busted up when I got him. So, and it was packaged extremely well. So no fault at all from the individual I got it from. He did an excellent job packaging and everything, but you can only do so much. I mean, shit happens when it comes to shipping things across the country. But thank you for watching. I'll do a little video at the end of this showing where he's displayed in my room, and I'll have some more stuff coming soon. I have more statue stuff coming up, and as the weather gets nicer this year, I'll have more automotive, car, and Mustang stuff coming up in the near future. So thank you for watching, and until next time.